Ho, ho, Happy New Year.
Hello, welcome to today's podcast. I just thought I'd welcome you into it. I haven't done a podcast now. I hope you have a nice Christmas there. Just back to the ordinary times, I was saying there. And as I was saying there, I was just going to go through this news on here. Mandatory COVID testing for visitors from China to USA. In the United States will impose mandatory COVID-19 tests on travellers from China. US health officials have said, joining India, Italy, Japan and Taiwan in taking new measures. Pope Francis urges prayers for 36th Benedict, as I was saying. Man in critical condition after assault in Cork town. And 2022 will be warmest year on record for UK Met Office, according to what it's saying on that. And Russia intensifies attacks on Kherson and Bakhmut. Bus and passenger numbers back to pre-COVID levels. And gun banned from Brazilian ahead of Lula inauguration. And I was saying that's just the RTE website there. And the entertainment news says Sam Ryder offers his advice to Irish Euro hopefuls. He gives some advice there on how to, as I was saying, he finished second. So, British actor and comedian John Board dies, age 86. And Piers Morgan's Twitter account, I see, was hacked, according to what it's saying there. Tommy Tiernan and Kane set to return to RTE in New Year schedules. And Olivia Colman can laugh about it now. And that's, I don't know what that's about. So, and then I'm just going to go into the Coming Soon website. It just says the latest news there on the Coming Soon website. It just says Justice League of America movie is a fascinating failure and the best Avatar The Way of Water moments. Iconic roles, the best Timothy Chalamet movies, and essential Mike Hodgson movies to watch in honour of the late director. And Hugh Jackman to get in better shape than ever for Deadpool 3, and Ryan Johnson explains the dislike for Glass Onion subtitle, and Yellow Jacket Season 2 photo unveiled first look at adult fan, and Fantastic Beasts 1 and 2 leaving HBO Max next month, and Chris Rock's Selection Outrage is Netflix's first live comedy special, and Tobey Maguire on Look-alike Elijah Wood, Tropical Thunder, and Bully Maguire. So that's that. I have a bit of cough there. I'm sorry about that. And the Irish Independent news. Then I'm just coming then for a quick podcast here today. Just thought I'd do according to what it's saying in the Irish Independent. Former Tipperary resident extradited back to Ireland in $450,000 fraud investigation, and DJ Garrett O'Callaghan in hospital after freak accident. And when we saw the rainbow, we knew he was with us. Henry de Bromhead's touching tribute about after race dedicated to son Jack, and why you should quit the self-improvement resolution and learn to say no for New Year. Doorbell cam in Alaska captures moose shredding boat. It's endless. And pop star Lizza in tears after Irish Sir James Galway sends her Christmas message. And US to require negative COVID tests from passengers arriving from China, as half from flight to Milan test positive. And kind-hearted Dublin bus workers surprised little Bry with the best Christmas present. So, and then I was just going to go now to the usual journal here. Just to see what the latest is on that. It's mostly the same news. It says about the same there, about the COVID test there. And actor and comedian John Board dies, age 86. He was in a good few things. Vatican say health of retired Pope Benedict XVI worsening. And Tony Blair told John Bruton 25 years ago that British people feared losing control to the EU. And that was before that. So, 2022 goodbyes. 8 hurlers who retired from inter-county action this year. And that was the last bit there, as I was saying. As I was saying there, I'm just making a quick podcast there. And I was just going to go now to Sky News there. As I was saying there, there's a lot about Sky there, and it just says more about that. Half of passengers on China flight to Italy have COVID, as the US become 5th country to tighten restriction on Chinese travellers. And even my clothes are mouldy. Millions of adults with health issues are living in cold and damp homes. And US bomb cyclone bringing bad weather to UK as yellow warning issued. Target to make England smoke-free by 2030 will be missed by nearly a decade, charity warns. And Elon Musk emailed staff as Tesla stocks reach 2-year low. And whatever you are sending some signal, family please to missing rapper T. Pillis, London. And Thursday national newspapers front pages, and that's the front page, and countdowns, ultimate champions, Richard Whitley, the god rejected the beast, and discovering Tapedia. Star Wars star tips more film and TV actors to follow him into reality, exciting game roles, and Grand Canyon tour helicopter makes hard landing. 7 taken to hospital, and that's another thing. And one of the UK's history books, the ultimate review of a year like no other, as I was saying there, 2 prime ministers there, and that's what it means by that. And then the entertainment news on Sky, it just says John Board, as I was saying there, more about that, and Jones on the new Indiana Jones film. He gives you information there on the new film that's coming out, and then Tom Cruise messaging while skydiving, and 12 of the most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. It has to be the Will Smith thing, I think. The snap, I remember looking at that when the Oscars were on. It was terrible, and made to show himself. I was just going to go now to the Bray people. Just say plans afoot for new Lidl store in Kilcool, according to what it's saying there. And then Sunbeam House Services, Jolene speaks out about staff crisis. Ex-art guard surgeon caught in sex chat with girl was head of Historian Society. Says Thomas O'Rourke. Greystones Dog Park set to open on Bank Holiday. And primary goals of Garda operating model outlined. Wexford and Wicklow Joint Policing Committee meeting. And journalist Liam Kelly, whose career began at Wicklow People, dies aged 82. A lifetime newspaper man who cut his teeth in journalism at Wicklow People in the 1950s has died at the age of 82. And then Garda called for Wicklow residents to lock up light to prevent burglaries. And plucks the pictures there out and about. And Intrusion exhibition of cribs comes to Wicklow. And hearing the songs again brought me to so many places. Tributes to Bagatelle airs on TG4. Original Bagatelle band member Ken Doyle tells reporter what it was like to have songs revived by other Irish artists. And then all smiles at Colordo's Christmas market. Christmas market was on there last week. And then Dubs are first up for Wicklow under 21 footballers. And then Stafford and Blake Star, over 300 runners, take on Streets of Wicklow. And then 3 Wicklow Stars win coveted awards. I'm just going through this very quick. And then Oisin, let the games begin. Dubs offer McConville a great chance to learn about squad. That's the first match, Wicklow vs Dublin, 8 o'clock in Baltinglass. That's the first match there. And the league fixtures are on that. Division 4 fixtures. And that's just a write-up. Wicklow under 20s to face Dubs in Leinster opener, as I was saying there. And then Christmas Cracker, Rathdrum and Hound Dogs lock horns in annual battle. New Year's Eve extra, the pull out there. International news stars and 10 best games and out and about at Christmas. That's another article there. And then crosswords. That's another thing there. And then more about the running there, as I was saying there. There's more about that. And then people that died in the year. There's an article there. Pat Mitchell is one of them. Mick Mills, the GA. Very well in the GA. So, profound sadness of passing of highly respected Mick Bean, the late Mick Bean, and Kilkenny's Michael Hurd of Carnew and Garden County, Michael Lawler. And then Christie was a man of the quality and a quiet manner, the late Christie Callaghan. And Pat will be remembered with great affection, the late Pat Sheehan. And all the people that died there, it's a good few people there died in the year. Sport people and people that were involved in sports. And then council gives tips for saving and sustainability. And that's then more pictures there. Just a regular thing there in the GA. And then I'm just going to now go through this week's article. The car racing. Cupra has racing in its DNA. Cupra has spent the last 4 years renovating its motorsports and going out to win development. The E-Racer, the world's first 100% electric touring car. And that's just there. Used car values rising year on year. The second-hand car. So, and then I'm sure there'll be a dog thing here. It just says that's the article he has there about the dogs. Be kind. Animals feel emotions just like we do. Animals feel similar emotions to humans in the most situations. And COP15 aims to make historical progress. That's there, according to that. Off to spend Christmas down under, and I'm wrecked already. And then that's the main paper there. I just thought I'd go through that there today, and it makes interesting reading, as I was saying. I just thought I'd come back with a good podcast anyway, quick podcast, and I hope you enjoyed my show today. I'll be back some other time, I'm sure, in the new year, and I hope you have a good, prosperous new year, and you ate plenty over the Christmas. I'm sure you did, and hope you had a nice time. So thanks for listening, and I'll be back in the new year sometime. Thanks.